Hello, everyone. Good day. This is Mr. Allen. Today is April the 14th. I hope everyone is well, everyone's safe. We are going to go over perimeter. So, perimeter is the distance surrounding any two-dimensional figure. Square, rectangle, triangle, rhombus, I could go on. Any two-dimensional figure, we're just adding the surrounding. We're finding out what the surrounding measurement is. So we're going to be doing three things. We're going to be doing perimeter with whole numbers. We're going to do perimeter with decimals, which you can see here, and then perimeter on a coordinate plane. So I'm going to go over all three of these, explaining how to do it. Now, you should have gone over this in 4th grade. So it's more getting you ready for what the next lesson is going to be. Just want to make sure we're all on the same page. So with number 1, we can see we have a square. And we know because all the distances are the same. So we have 3, 3, 3, and 3. Could be 3 feet, could be 3 miles, 3 meters, it doesn't matter. What the unit of measurement is, we're just working on the number. So remember, perimeter, all you're doing is adding the distance around. So we know 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, 3, 6, 9, 12. So we know we have 4 3s, 3 times 4, or adding, just writing 3 4 times and adding them together, you should have gotten 12. Now, number 2, I have a rectangle. I have 8, 2, 8, and 2. If I were to add all of that together, what would I get? Definitely always recommend pause the video, work it out yourself. Practicing yourself is really going to help you for the lessons. Assume you just pause. 8 plus 8 is 16. 16 plus 2 is 18. 18 plus 2 is going to give you 20. Now, number 3, this right here. So it's kind of small, I hope you can see, but all of these numbers are the number 4. So we have 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Now, this is the way I like to do math. I like to find patterns. So I know that we have 4, 4, 4, 4, 8, 12. So I know this right here is going to measure 12. So if this is 12, we have the same 4, 4, 4 here. So this is another 12. We have 4, 4, 4. This is another 12. And then 4, 4, 4. This is another 12. So I know that's 12 plus 12 plus 12 plus 12. 12 times 4, or 12, 12, 12, 12. Add them together, and you should get 12 times 4, which is 48. So it doesn't matter what shape it is. When we're doing perimeter, all we're doing is adding the value around. So number 4, we're going to do the same thing. Now this one has decimals in there. So what I would do is you would line up the decimal points, and then you'd write all 4 of the numbers down, line up the decimal points, and then when you add 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5, when you line all 4 of them down, pause the video, line them out, you're going to get 0 at the bottom, and then 2. You're going to have, you're going to regroup, and you're going to put 2 at the top, and now you're going to add the 8 plus 5, which is 13, plus 1 plus 1, 15. And then remember, you regroup 2. So once you add the 15 plus 2, number 4, you should get 17. So same thing, all we're doing is adding. Whenever you have decimal points, just line up the decimals. So number 5. What I want you guys to do is actually, I want you to do a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to go over 5 with you, just to make sure we're on the same page. And then I want you to do these 5 by yourself. But at number 5, we have 1.2, 1.2, 3.2, and 3.2. So same thing, you can either line all of them up, or what I like to do, I know we're going to add the numbers to the right, or once after the decimal first, so 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 is going to give me 8. So I know that it's 8, and then a decimal point, And then we're going to add 3 plus 3 plus 1 plus 1, which is going to also give us 8. So I know that number 5 should be 8.8. Now number 6, just in case you can't see it, this is 1.8 at the top, 4.2, and then 1.8, 2.4. Remember, pause it to make sure you write it down. 8.2, and 2.4, 1.8, and then 4.2 again. So add all that together, tell me what you get. Number 7 is 9.4, and that's on all 4 sides, 9.4. Number 8 is 1.4 on all 4 sides. Number 9 is 3.5 on all 4 sides. And then number 10 is 1.5, 8.5, 1.5, 8.5. So I want you guys to pause, try doing all 5. Tell me what you get. All right, we're back. Now, when we add number 6 together, you should have gotten 8.2 plus 2.4 plus 1.8 plus 4.2 plus 1.8 plus 4.2 plus 1.8 plus 2.4. Should have given you 26.8. I believe it. Yeah, 26.8. Number 7, we have 9.4 plus 9.4 plus 9.4 plus 9.4. What's 9 times 4? And then add the points 4. You should have gotten 37.6. Number 7, yeah, 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. Then give me 60, and then add a 1, yeah. 37.6. Number 8, 1.4 plus 1.4 plus 1.4 plus 1.4. When you add all the 4s, you're going to get 6. And then when you add all the 1s, add the 1 remainder, you should have gotten 5.6. Number 9 should have gotten 14. And then finally, number 10, that's going to be 1.5. 1.5 is 3. And then 8.5 plus 8.5 is 17. 17 plus 3 is going to give you 20. So those should be your answers. Yeah, just addition with decimal points, which we went over. So remember, always line up the decimal point and regroup, and you should be good to go. Now, this one right here, it's fairly simple. Let's go over it in a bit. So what you're going to see is you're going to see a shape written on a graph. Now, the numbers here are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they don't have numbers on the actual shape, but we know that it starts at 2. This length right here starts at 2 and then goes to 3. So if I have 2 pencils and then my friend has 3 pencils, I know that he has 1 extra pencil than me, or 1 additional pencil. So I know to move from 2 to 3, this distance right here is just going to be 1. So all we're doing is we're seeing what these distances and what they represent. So if I move from 2 to 3, I moved 1 place. If I move from 2 to 4, I move 2 places. So I know this distance right here is just 1, and then 2 to 3 to 4, this distance right here is 2. So from here to here is going to be what again? From 2 to 3, it's going to be 1. So I know that this is 1 value, just going to be 1 right here. Now let's say from here to here, I will look on my y-axis and I would say, all right, I'm moving from 1 to 2. So remember again, if you're moving from 1 to 2, you're moving just 1 value. So I know that this is 1, this is 1. And remember, just line them up on the X or Y line and see what they are. So this is number 3. If I move from 3 to 4, when you're counting, move from 3 to 4, I'm moving up 1. I'm just moving 1 place value. So make sure they're parallel with the line you're trying to look at, and then add them. So this is 1, this is 1, so that's 2. This is another one, that's 3. This measurement right here is from 2 to 3. So no, this is 1 again. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this, if you line it up, is from 2 to 4. So from 2 to 3 is going to be 1, and then 3 to 4, that's 2. So this right here is 2 units of measurement. And then lastly, when we add this one, remember, it has to be parallel. You're looking for those parallel lines to see what they're measuring. So this one is from 1, we move to 2 to 3. So this distance right here, remember, when you move from 1 to 2, that's 1, and then from 2 to 3, that's another unit. So that's 1, 2 units. So when I add 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 2, I should get 8. Yeah, so once I add all of these all together, I should get 8. So the perimeter for number 11 should be 8. So I want you to try the same thing with number 12. So the distances are a little bit longer, but when you go all the way down, it starts at 1, and then it ends at 3. So when you move from 1, 2 to 3, what would be this distance? When you move from here, from 5 to 6, you move what this distance would be. And then right here, remember, just line them up with the line. You're moving from 2. If we do an invisible line, this is at 2. And then this is 3. So what is that distance? And then you add all of them together and you tell me what you get. And I'm going to do the same thing with number 13. Remember, 0, 1, 2. So we moved 1, 2, 2 distance. So we know that this length right here is 2. This would be the same. And then you have to figure out what this length is. You move 1, 2, 3 times. So we know this length is 3. So what is the perimeter for this? What is the perimeter for that? What's the perimeter for here? And then what's the perimeter for here? So I'm going to give you guys a minute to work it out. And I'm gonna, pause the video, look at it, zoom in if you need to. Remember, all you're doing is figuring out what that length is. Each unit of, every time you move, that's 1. So all you're figuring out is what would that entire length be. So I want you to do 12, 13, 14, and 15. And I'm gonna pause the video, or you're gonna pause the video. All right, we're back. Now, number 12, remember we add 2. We move from, when you line it up, we move from number 1 to number 3. That's 1, 2. So this is 2 distance right here. This is 2. From here, we move from 5 to 6. So that's just 1. From here, we move from 2 to 3. So that's 1. So we have 2 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2. For number 12, we should have got 8. Number 13, we have 1, 2. This is 2. The top is the same, so we know this is 2. So these two are 4. And then we add 1, 2, 3. This is 3 and this is 3. So 6 plus 4. Number 13. Yeah, 6 plus 4. Sorry. We should have gotten 10. Number 13. And then number 14, we have 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, which is 4. And then lastly, number 15, we have 1, 2, 3. So we know this is 3. 1, 2 plus 2. So these two lengths are 5. This one is 6. This one is 7, 8, 9. And lastly, 10. Yeah, and then that's it. That's all we're going to do now. You should have 4 lessons on IXL which go over this. So definitely go in there, work it out. And if you have any questions, come back to the video. But the meat and potatoes, or the main idea to understand, is all you're doing is figuring out how much you move on each one. So when you move from 2 to 3, you know that you only move 1 unit of measurement. So all you're doing is adding up what the distance is on each line, and then just adding them together. Okay, all right, thank you, and you have a good day.